I went with them. In the pyramids, there is many buildings inside the pyramids of the Sudanese-born Canadian. They brought me to the office. This room might maybe 5 meters by 6 meters. In the middle, there is long table, full of scared fruit, tea, coffee. That's starving. I never saw that prisoner. And when I entered inside that room, I saw the two CSIS agents which came to last visit in Montreal, sitting around that table. And just me, when the Sudanese asked me during the interrogations, it came to my mind maybe CSIS play a role in my detention, but there is no confirmation for me. But when I saw these 2 men, for me it is 100% CSIS played a role in my case. But never ever came in my mind that the Canadian government also played a role in my case. See. Me, just I pretend to be a nice guy. I said to them, hi. One of the man who said to me in Montreal, you will see, he said, you remember when I came in Montreal last time? And I said to you, you will see. Now, you will see. The Sudanese, they asked me, sit down in Hampshire. I sat down. They put a recorder, the Canadian, they put a recorder on the table and turn it on, and they start interrogation, the same question as the Sudanese asked me before. And this for 2 days. The last day, I said to the Canadian, just please help me to go back to my children. I did nothing wrong. The man, he said, I'm never going to help a terrorist man. I said, I'm not. The man, he said to me, you are not a Canadian, you are Sudanese, you're going to live in Sudan forever. May I said to him, look, if you have something against me, let me go back to Canada and I'm willing to face any kind of charges. And even if you don't, he said no. I said, if you're not satisfied with the Canadian justice system, I'm willing to go anywhere in the planet is satisfied. And even the worst place in the planet now, Guantanamo, I'm willing to go in one condition, treat me fairly. The man, he looked at his friend and smiled to him, and he came back to me. He said, Sudan will be of Guantanamo. Spent like up to 2004 in the Cobra prison, and after that visit of CSIS, the treatment of the Sudanese went very harsh on me. Like they tied my hand and they attached it to the frame door, they beat with rubber poles, slapping, 7 hours against the wall, and so many bad stuff happened in that prison. In 2004, when I don't have no way to defend myself, I went on hunger strike. They beat me up and forced me to end that hunger strike. I ended it under torture. After 2 weeks, I started a new one again. And I succeed to continue. Even they beat me up and forced me to end. But then they transferred me to another prison. It's called the detention of the crime against regime. I spent in that place 4 months. And I saw a man, it is 8 years old man. They put another against the wall. They hung him from his hand from the midnight up to the morning. See? And his leg right from the ground. And this man, he was sick with the diabetes. This man. July 2004, the Canadian consular from the Canadian embassy came to me in that detention, and he said the Canadian government arranged a reservation for me of the Honda because the Sudanese, they don't find nothing against me. And even somebody came from Kenya, it's a Canadian official, came from Kenya to escort me to Canada. But in the same day of the flight is supposed to be like midnight, like 10 o'clock, 23 July 2004. So Thursday, I remember, the day of the flight. I received call from the embassy, and they said, Abdelrazik, you cannot travel today because of the Honda refused to allow you to fly them. But there is no reason. But we went to see. After 3 days, I received call from the consular, and he said, Abdelrazik, we cannot do nothing for you. The Canadian government can do nothing for you just because your name on no-fly list, which belongs to the United States, you can do nothing. If you find a way, by the way, my passport is expired. The Sudanese handed it to the Canadian embassy, they kept it there, and they refused to renew it for me. See. August or September, I don't remember, around that time, I had been released from that detention under condition to be within Khartoum to sign every Thursday to sign. And the Sudanese just watched, Sudanese security watched my movement in Khartoum. And in this time, just I tried hard to find a way to come back to Canada. But all the time I couldn't. In 2005, I received a call from the Sudanese intelligence. They claimed they received documents from Canada belong to me. They asked me to come to pick up those documents. I said, this is another trick. Maybe there is something wrong again with these people and they want to arrest me again. I avoid to go on the same day, like Sunday. I went to the Canadian embassy and I met with the ambassador, Mr. Alan Bonds, and I said, look, these people, they call me and they claim that they're receiving documents belong to me, and they asked me to come to pick it up. I'm really afraid to go to see these people. Please ask them by the telephone. The man, he said, no, Abdelrazik, you can't go to them because the both government, the government of Sudan, government of Canada, they cleared your name, nothing against you. Go see them. May I say no, just please call them and ask them about these documents. But the man pushed me hard just to go. I went up to the door of the embassy, then my hands shaking, I don't want to go. I came back, I said, please, I don't want to go. Ask them. But the man and his assistant, she's a Sudanese staff, local staff, both of them, they pushed me hard just to go to see these people. I don't have a way, yes I went. The Sudanese security headquarters, it is like 5 minutes walking from the Canadian embassy. I went. When I arrived there, I asked the receptionist about my document. She said, wait. She called somebody, and this person, he called me on my cell phone. He said, Abdelrazik, if you are busy, you can't come tomorrow. It's no rush. There's no rush. You can't come tomorrow. Yeah, I said, well, because this man, he said to me like that, there is nothing wrong. But I never imagined another trip. You see. The man, he came. I said, no, I'm here. Yes, I bring my documents. I'm going to take it now. Yes. The man, he came in the reception. He shook my hand. He said, can you talk outside? Can you speak outside? I said, okay. I went with him. I found 3 cars in the street. In each car, 2 men with some machine guns. He opened the door. He said to me, go inside. I said, why do I became very mad. I said, why do I do it again? Why? This man, he came and he said, Abdelrazik, the CIA asked us to arrest you.